into the jungle or the EXP lane, for example. But for Bhutan, though, if they go for that Lilia pick, it's good, it's safe in the early game. If they go for the Lunox, same idea. You have outplay potential and you have a lot of DPS, especially to burst through that Esmeralda. So it's still a very valid option. And with the Melissa here, Bangladesh once again goes for a very solid front-to-back composition. But going up against a Franco, there will be times where they'll be forced to go for the engage instead. Otherwise, you're just waiting for the next hook to land, and you're giving Bhutan all the cards to play.
Okay, but I'm thinking about any other mid laner that is possible to be picked by the side of Bhutan. I still feel like Lui is a good option, but aside of that, what I was thinking about Melissa that can create so much things here. So I was thinking about
high ground, I think, to aim Melissa
oh,
at
Sicilian.
the back line. So Sicilian will be a good option because the Batface can get Sicilian more movement speed to run away from the Esmeralda. Wait for the mid to late game. I think Sicilian will be the answer to the team fight.
It's a very good solution, right? They have strong roaming, strong early game, 3 fighters, right? Fighters have an inherent advantage in the early game. They're tankier than most heroes, and they have good base damage without any items. So they can actually use that leverage in the early game, get ahead, and allow Sicilian to farm rather freely. And as you mentioned, in the late game, just be that decisive force to just seal out the deal for the side of Bhutan. So it's a different approach, but I think it's still very much in characteristic for Bhutan.
Yeah, so that is the draft coming for the 4th game of the day here. Who are you supporting for? Is it Bangladesh or Bhutan? Put it in the comment section because we will just jump into the Bali for 14 World Esports Championship 2022 for the 4th game here for the final stage, South Asia, between Bangladesh versus Bhutan here. This is a match point for Bangladesh, but this is still a possibility for Bhutan to try to claim their victory for this one.
In the jungle, though, you can see that the Boxtail will have a clear advantage. This is what we talked about. The tempo that Bhutan can actually push onto Bangladesh is going to be very, very scary. We have a lot of ways to facilitate dives as well, and that will be the orange buff taken away from X-Win. What a disaster.
Yeah, level 3 versus level 1 here. So when the time comes, when the Tartarus is up, the X-Win will be having a hard time because he already just level 2 or 3. But now here's a Iron Hook trying to disturbing X-Win from his jungling pattern with one last bar, trying to escape.
Yeah.
He's very low right here. He is able to secure the purple buff, but he'll be using that retribution. So when the turtle spawns, Bhutan has some options to play around with here. They can go for the pick off first, or they can go for decisive play afterwards almost directly. That's a nice Iron Hook attempt, but Bhutan still completely in control.
Yeah, I mean, like, they are having a very good disturbance hero here by the presence coming from Franco because they are unable to play it aggressively yet until this. Sadly, the Iron Hook did not connect. Actually, there is no Purify, so yeah, they just survive and they go back that fast coming. But Masha versus Esmeralda, yeah, the XP laner will be like a very mirroring kind of situation. It's not going to be too much of attention that can be given to this both of the player. But in the mid lane, we are seeing the Shield 90 actually hitting over this Valentina. Remember, Valentina having this IMU and the Sicilian's bat face is actually going to be the key here later on. Will they be able to try to steal it and making as the damage that can be given? But yeah, the Google is taken on the side of Bhutan right now.
Okay.
Ooh.
Trying to steal again. The orange buff is...
He stole it.
Yep. Stole it.
Wow. By one last sec, but now look at the top lane. I think Bangladesh is trying to do the mirroring to aim the outer top turret, but they didn't succeed.
Yeah. Right now, Bhutan is playing aggressively and they're having a lot of success in shutting down X-Win in that jungle role. So they have an advantage for all the neutral objectives. I think they need to be a bit more aggressive in going into the jungle of Bangladesh though, because now they have the pressure in the side lanes as well, and they have the Iron Hook to make plays with. So I think aggression is the name of the game for Bhutan for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the advantage for you having the tanky jungler, tank hero as a jungler. I mean, like, you can dive in with the sustain that you have and actually giving so much things to the side of the opponent side. But the chain connect, the battling as well. What will happen? One last sack, facing 2 members from the side of Bangladesh. We are seeing that actually Tarpar Memory able to get somebody else, but the IMU is being used right there. But the damage that is given from the stripes is pretty huge. And along with the Bloody Heart and Volley Star Moon, 2 members damage from Bhutan is done. Bangladesh is the one that taking the advantage.
What a nice counter setup from Bangladesh because they got 3-point kills here from that last team fight, and now the Dove he even didn't get the outer gold shield.
Right. I think I don't know, it's a bit too greedy from Bhutan. They got the advantage, but they stuck around for the members of Bangladesh to rotate in, to counter-engage and get the exchange there. So I think they need to be a bit faster because, again, their main advantage here is not burst damage, it's speed. And as you can see here, that counter from the Total Persons to the regeneration of the Esmeralda is so good. Unfortunately though, Wizard will be able to escape with his life. And Strife here gets taken to half HP, but Bhutan pressuring but not getting the amount of dominance they want to get.
And right now we are seeing another movement that is being brought by Bhutan to play objectively, but Valentina and Outlaws is there. But no, the objective is still on the hand of Bhutan. But right now we are seeing a new setup that is being brought by Bangladesh. But the Sanguine Claw and also the Bad Impact able to get one member from Bangladesh down and pushing them back to the side of the turrets.
Bangladesh might want to just avoid fights here, but as I say that though, Bhutan needs to be very careful walking into these choke points because Bangladesh, they have the Melissa, they have the Empower Chain coming in from X-Wing as well, a lot of AoE combos that they need to make sure they don't get caught up in. Otherwise, they win in damage for now, and they win in speed, and they need to be getting a lot more objectives as far as structures are concerned. Fatal Link though is being used, and it doesn't seem like this will end well for the member of Bhutan. That's the Brody getting taken out. XCR out of the game.
Yep. And right now, we are seeing that actually this the movement that is from Wizard is playing objectively towards the turret, but with the backup that is being brought. And I feel like this Sicilian somehow, without the Impure Rage, actually doing really good and having a really good damage because the Clock of Destiny is done in the first 5 minutes, going for the light recharge. While in the top lane, we are seeing the turrets actually gonna be converted and Bangladesh just take it. I mean, like, it's supposed to be Bhutan, actually, by some of the draft that they are having to have more chance to get over the turrets rather than Bangladesh in the early stage.
And now XCR is gonna be hard to do the farming very well because the outer top turret is already destroyed, and it gives Bangladesh a chance to do the thing off from the jungle.
Exactly. Bhutan here, this is the same problem from game number 1. They have the speed, they have the pick-off potential, but they are not getting the objectives. Of course, later on in the game, the Sicilian will still be able to do a lot more damage, so they have a bit more insurance in that department.
That's why they are trying to move so hard right here to the side of Bangladesh right now. But Bhutan, I feel like they really need to play aggressively towards Bangladesh, just like what they did in the third game. But right now, we are seeing Hercules looking for chances to do the throttling, but the chain connect at this time and trying to push back the players coming from Bhutan right now. And Bangladesh waiting for the perfect moment to play aggressively, but the Sicilian is down in the hand of this Wizard that is actually giving so much sense right now because we see that actually the turtle being taken on the side of Bangladesh, and not only that, because 2 members will be down definitely. One last sack, the jungler is down, and Melissa able to get over the Berserker Shield while Wizard need to get back. Well, the damage that is given by the turrets and also by the Brody is enough to take down Wizard.
Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Dove is trying to get aimed by 4 heroes, but he'll survive. Outer the bottom turret is already destroyed, and Conceal is being popped up by Wu.
Defensive conceal by Bhutan, and they're losing an objectives, man. They lost the turtle. They traded even on the fight due to that great Iron Hook flicker play from Rise, but that's not enough. Without the control, without the vision game, it's going to be very difficult for Bhutan to try and surprise Bangladesh with those Iron Hooks. So Bangladesh, it's a bit of a similar situation here. Their only real concern is PIS on that Sicilian.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Sicilian is just like growing so hard, so fast right now. What will happen? I'm not really sure. I mean, like, if you drag this game longer and longer, the Sicilian will be a huge monster, but the Chan connect. The Iron Hook didn't really hit somebody right there, but they don't have enough time to do the battling. And also the HP bar from this Hercules is only dropping by 60%. So it's only 40%. So I don't think they will try to set it up. They will try to re-engage first. They will try to go back and try to set up and try to have a proper time before they try to engage more to the side of Bhutan. But Iron Hook connect along with the Bloody Heart. Will they be able to finish this off? But Hercules will just jump in. The battling back to one member, but not only the movement that is, the follow-up that is coming from Bangladesh is just so huge, taking this Brody down.
Wow.
Yep. Even all the tournament memories didn't have the damage because like he didn't get the stack, and now is the chance because the first Lord is gonna be coming to the land of doubt.
That's a great play from Fuyo Hercules, just going in aggressively, flickering with the Final Link, getting only one member, but that is the gold laner. And right there with the advantage, without any hesitation, they go for the pick, they get Dendo, and it's still a 5v4 Bhutan, forced to back away and concede the Lord to Bangladesh. This is the same pattern we've seen. This is what they enjoy doing.
Oh no, Bangladesh might have this advantage over and over again. Bhutan need to do something about it. I'm gonna like Axwin here, back with the Sky Garden helmet. It means that he is going full tank again. As a Julian that we saw in the 3 games in a row, haven't got a chance to win the game yet. So yeah, we will just see what will happen, but Axwin needs to have a proper setup. What will happen right here? We are seeing the Bloody Hunt focusing towards this Julian. Still very tanky to hold up all of the damage, but the Masha almost getting down, need to run away. One last second. Tortoise Poisons is being open. No one is being shut down yet. No one is being picked off, but Bangladesh let Bhutan run so fast after they are giving so much damage.
It's gonna be a long game because Bhutan have Sicilian on his side, so it's a very good heroes to get defensive from the minion because he is a high ground, have the high ground attributes too. So we gonna see like for the first Lord, our Bangladesh is gonna get the base start from Bhutan.
Exactly, he just finished the Lightning Truncheon as well, so the wave clear is definitely there. Bhutan though, they cannot jump on that full tank Julian. It is not in their win conditions. They go for the Lord here, and they will be able to clear it away. But at what cost? Masha already just running full marathon towards the back line. That is a Baxia though, not exactly the prior target.
Battling
on the 3 people with the power chain as well, and that will be Bangladesh turning it around. They go for the big play towards Bhutan, and they seem to be having most of the advantage.
Oh my god, what really good double kill here on the head of this Melissa. What a really huge battling that is being brought by Hercules. That is actually like a Hercules, the true Hercules here. Tanking all of the damage, taking and bringing, carrying, hugging 3 members from the side of Bhutan.
It's literally Hercules because he can make 3 heroes on the air.
Yeah, it is.
And look at the items. Harashi, what do you think?
Well, Radiant Armor on the side of One Last Sec, it's good enough to deal with the repeated DPS coming in from Bangladesh, because there's a lot of repetitive magic damage. But overall, he is, you know, he's a bit too, I don't know. He's still tanky, but he isn't exactly useful when it comes to those full dive situations.
Because actually, it's not only the damage, the magical damage that is given by Bangladesh. Remember, this Melissa is very free, 5-0 at 3. I know the damage that can be held up with that armor, but I feel like they still need more to handle all of the damage. Antikiras perhaps, or maybe turret armor, just to prevent all of the physical damage that can be brought by Bangladesh side. And right now, it's 12 minutes, 5,000 leads on the side of Bangladesh, and 5 turrets apparently.
Bhutan again needs to be a bit more coordinated. We saw that Dendo, he was going in so deep alone, and that is exactly what forces his team to try and follow up on that play, and that is what gave Fuyo Hercules to get the opportunity to come in with that flicker. So Bhutan, they need to be very aware, because given the right circumstances, Bangladesh can still come out on top here. They have the gold laner advantage DPS.
Look. At the last second, even Pataling is getting Dendo, but at their behind, the one last sec, it's trying to steal with one steal from the one last sec. It's still continue to team wide, and Wizard trying to hold the bad place and the bad impact from the Sicilian perfects, but they are getting runway because they have low HP right now.
No, this is a very nice steal actually, because they will give more time for this Sicilian to be more strong, and with the dominance eyes on the side of this Sicilian, want to have more mana, but also reducing the attack speed from this Melissa as well. 13-6, the Lord is marching to the mid lane of the side of Bangladesh. Bhutan still have the moment, still have the chance to win this game with all of the movement that they have. They just need one last momentum on the side of Bhutan, but the Fatal Link focusing towards this Rios monster kill for this Melissa. One last stack will be done as well. Double kill here. The Lord is jumping, going, marching to the side of the turrets, but the 3 members from Bhutan is done. Not only that, it's a shutdown. And we are saying that actually this Iesf is not in the hand of this Sicilian.
Oh, did it fall to the Lord in that situation? He was backing away to try and clear the Lord, but he was a bit too careless. Gets taken out there. Very unfortunate, but Bangladesh, they're able to defend and even turn it around, getting the advantage over Bhutan, who was making the play with the Lord. That was really, really good. When you're afraid of the Iron Hook, engage on the Franco instead. It will no longer be an issue. And just like that, they were forced to rely on one last sec and Zendo to just run at them. And it's no issue at all for the counter engage to come from the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Now, Iron Hook is connected to the X-Wing, and X-Wing is using the Enhanced Sword to run away from 4 heroes, and Stripe is trying to get damaged by using the Arcane Shade and the Shadow Strike. Yeah, but the team fight is still not happening because both of the teams know, like the team fight, if they are rushing to make it happen, it's kind of a disaster for both of them.
It is.
Both teams also going for their respective buffs, and that will be PIS with the Sicilian and the purple buff. That is again the aggressive engage coming in from Bangladesh. That will be a Falling Star Moon before the Fatal Links as well as a combo. And Bangladesh, they're doing their best here, and you can see Dendop getting zoned away by the getaway of Melissa. And Bangladesh on the back foot because the Sicilian is still alive. That is the torn apart memory used by the SCR, and it's still even so far.
Yeah, and they still go for more because we're saying actually Perfect here trying to be focused by Stripe, but the no hope here win coming with 2 movement. Sadly, the killing spree on the side of this Brody, and even the immortality is gone, and also taking down 3 members from the side of Bangladesh. Bhutan, will they go for the Lord because this is their chance? The Melissa is still there, the Atlas is still there. But will they be able, because they still have one last stack with the retribution to be focused towards this Lord and Iesf, and also Hercules will be waiting patiently. Hercules revealing the position, but Rios is there, and look at that one, the damage that is given towards Rios is pretty huge. Melissa, whoa, almost get caught here in bad impact, need to run away as soon as possible. Buyo here, Hercules able to get 1 kill, but the Lord is still on his hand of Bhutan. Again, this is a second Lord. This is 16 minutes Lord. It's a very strong Lord, but the perfect match just to run away here from this Atlas.
Bangladesh, they have to again defend against a Lord and try and find the right team fight. They've been able to deny the pick of potential from Bhutan, but they can't deal with the DPS coming in from both the gold lane and the mid lane from the side of Bhutan, because it's a great mix of physical and magical damage. So now they need to weigh out their options. Do they go on the tank and not get picked off, or do they go on the back line to ensure that the DPS won't be an issue? Timing as well as positioning will be the key in the next team fight. Whoever comes out on top, I think, will have a very strong chance of ending the game right here, right now.
Yeah, because they cannot ignore the Sicilian, because the damage from Sicilian is very, very painful right now, and Lord is marching to the deep lane. Even the Iron Hook is connected to the X-Wing, but the Sandwich Cloud and the Battle Link connected. Only 2-1 heroes. Only Starboard is trying to follow up. One last Sex is using his mortality right now. Hercules is taken down, but Rios is JB for the trace.
Oh my god, they're still looking for more. The Lord is still there, and it will be done in the last second. But we are saying that actually it's 4 versus 4. What will happen next? The recall is there, but the damage that is given by Striffle is pretty huge. Will they dash to the front? Flicker is out, and we are saying that actually the Sicilian is down in the hand of Bangladesh, while we are saying the minions is actually marching to the side of Bangladesh here. Bangladesh needs to hold up the situation because Bhutan is coming back on their feet, and they want to aim for more. They want to take this 4th game and make it to the 5th game for this first match of the day. And I think right now Bangladesh, they are losing in terms of the discipline, while Bhutan, they're still looking for chances. I love how they are trying to get things. How they are like being objective towards the base, towards the turret, towards the turtle. But they really need to be careful over the team fight that can be brought by Bangladesh.
Bhutan here, it's a bit of a reverse situation. They are the ones that have to play chill because as long as PIS, the Sicilian, is just alive and well, they can do a lot of damage, as we saw in the previous team fight. With the Purify, he's able to escape from the Fatal Links. That was very critical in ensuring that they have even footing in that play. But Bangladesh right now, yes, again, going for use on that Franco. They will actually be able to take him out, but at what cost right now? Bhutan, they are not in position to try and counter, and so Bangladesh get the small victory there, having control, looking for more.
Yep. 21-11, 19 minutes inside of the Land of Dawn. Remember, at this rate, when somebody gets caught, somebody gets picked up, it's more than 50 seconds respawn time. Plus the Lord is going to be super duper strong because it's already 19 minutes inside of the Land of Dawn. So they really need to be careful. The immortality, most of them are already being used in the previous war. Isa still have it, but some of them doesn't. Who will be picked up and who will have the better setup? We will see the Lord almost getting caught here, but what will happen to this Masha jumping in without anything, and the battling connects. Who will take this one? And we are saying actually the damage that is given by Strivel is pretty huge using the Sicilian, and the hope is gone because Dope is also being picked up.
Wow, they took that fight and they didn't have their gold laner there, so Bhutan, that was a very costly mistake. Bangladesh getting 2 members down, being able to actually delete most of the front line. So now with that Lord, they can force a fight, they can force an engage because the flicker is still available for Fuyo Hercules as well. We'll have to see, can Bhutan actually survive long enough and run the timers long enough for their members to respawn.
And do you see the Strive position back on the team fight? If he committed, he can get perfect taken down because he finally joined in the game to aim the Marcia, and now still have Sicilian to get defensive on the base, but how they do it?
Okay, that's a big question right here. How are they gonna do it? Because we're saying that actually right now Turtle is 3 chances being open. The Lord is still having 18,000 HP bar here, but the David ordered the chain connect. What will happen next? Because the Lord is focusing on the base while the rest of the player from Bangladesh need to go back as soon as possible because the bat impact is very painful. What will happen? The Sanguine Claws, the bat feast will be opened up. They will be focusing, but kill is free on the hand of Isas right now. Isas still have the opportunity to try to pick up the member from Bhutan, but the Thunderclap is going directly to Isas.
Exactly, and now Dendo's trying to get away from the situation, and then he will be able to do so. Great defense from the side of Bhutan, but the final turret here most likely will go down. Immortality no longer available for Isas, and that Sicilian is just a big problem. His Purify is still up, and he is looking out for blood. They are 1 man down, but that's not an issue when you have such good late game picks on the side of Bhutan.
Especially above 20 minutes right now. Sicilian is the rock star because like, he can give the damage, the high ground position to make it hard to get aimed by the Bangladesh. But it's the job of Bhutan teams to cover Sicilian very well. Now, Iron Hook.
It's connect and really having the bloody heart connect real well, but the battle leg getting real stun. Not only that, one last sack here, the main target, but Isas is down in the hand of the Sicilian. Axwin will be down because of the bad impact and also the damage coming from Dome. They really need to run away. It's 3 versus 4, and the rest of the players from Bhutan still want for more, and Strivel still giving so much damage to the side of this Sicilian. Needs to get back. What will happen? Wizard still dancing around. Perfect match. Try to run away, but the Lord is 14 seconds away, Arashi.
40 seconds away, but both teams don't really care. Bhutan looking for a chance to try and capitalize on the man advantage. No DPS, no Melissa for the side of Bangladesh, and Bhutan finally they let up. They want to make sure that they are in the right place at the right time for this Lord. 20 seconds, more than 20 seconds are still on the death timers for 2 members on the side of Bangladesh. No retribution available to go for the steal. If they can pick off the Sicilian, this will be the critical moment. They go for it. Wizard trying his best, but he's getting chunked away. He almost is taken out. That will be him slain by the Sicilian. The Bloody Hunt being used as well. That will be the rest of the members following through. But look at the base. The minions are there, and Strive, he'll try and stop him. That won't be enough, fortunately. Then Doge goes back, and that will be the Lord.
still available for both these teams. As
Strife!
It's being chased by everyone, but the Torn Apart memory shuts him down.
Oh my god! And the rest of the player from Bhutan is now back. They want to aim for the Lord. This is their chance because it's only Axwin and also Isas that is still stand still inside of the land of Dawn. Or maybe with the waves that is coming to the mid lane of the side of Bhutan, they will have the chance to win this all. But I still feel like it's wiser for Bhutan going for the Lord instead of going for a war to the side of Bangladesh, because this Sicilian is already a monster. The damage from bad impact, fast feast, along with the sanguine fall is the key here from the side of Bhutan. And here you go, the Lord is there, but the wave management. You see the bottom and also the top lane. They really need to get back after this one and control it. If not, it's gonna be a huge problem.
I wonder if Bangladesh can go for a split push strategy here.
Yeah.
Because if Bhutan isn't careful and they're tunneling too far on winning the fights, on getting the Lord, Bangladesh, if there was one person with the minion wave in the top side, that would have been GG. So now Bhutan, they know that's a problem that needs to be focused on, but it's a 5v5 back to the original start. If the Sicilian gets taken out, that is the win condition for Bangladesh. With the Purify available though, they need to be very smart about this.
And Hercules will be the key to use the battle league very, very well to make the fight game through. But now the base middle turret getting 8. Even the enhanced chain is not stopping Bhutan from there.
Exactly, Lord pushing in now, and Bhutan, the stalking their play slowly but surely. They don't want to mess up here, it's way too costly. They go for the Iron Hook, but unfortunately it does not land just yet. There you go, the bad impact, chunking members to half.
By the leg!
Fatal Link is being used right here, but Bhutan, they're in the tough spot. The Valentina gets taken out by Dendop on that Masha, and just like that, Bangladesh starts falling apart. The Melissa is doing a lot of DPS, but will that be...
Resort!
Oh, the last leg almost gets taken out. That's a monster kill for the Brody though. And now Bhutan still trying to do their best, but with the Sicilian alive, they can do whatever they want. The cards are in their hands.
Oh my god, the Lord. The wave of the minion is there and it's creating so much strength here for Bangladesh. And they are on the struggle moment right here where we are saying this Sicilian is just jumping around. But oh, the chain connect, the battling as well. What will happen? There's no other follow-up that is given from the side of Bangladesh. And I think Bhutan will take this one because it's supposed to be wiped out. Even though that Axwin is no get back, the wave is still there. And look at that one. Axwin not focusing over the minion. And there you go. Bhutan taking the 4th game and will lead us to the 5th game inside of the Land of Dawn on the final stage of South Asia.
X-Men still have the Immortal Shield, right? So he still can defend or even push away the minion from the bottom lane.